Virtual reality and seniors is we were looking for something immersive that we could do for them that was different. And they can put the headset on and poof, they're gone. They can go to any of the places that they want to see. And
wow.
Hello and welcome to Senior Life Publications Ask the Expert podcast interviews, where we talk about all things involving healthcare, finances, free resources, and other important senior-related topics. Hi, I'm David Moss, publisher of Senior Life Publications, servicing the West Coast of Florida.
And I am Stephen Halstead, sales manager for Senior Life Publications. We're out here on a beautiful day here in St. Pete, and I just want to remind you, if you haven't gotten your latest copy of the magazine, you can get that at Winn-Dixie, Village Inn, libraries, and various places around town. If you'd like a copy mailed to you, just let us know. We'll get it mailed to you. It's a free magazine with wonderful resources. One of those resources that we wanted to talk about is here today. I have Dana Scott with VR and Seniors. Dana, welcome.
thank you.
I want you to explain exactly what is VR and Seniors.
What is VR and seniors? Well, first, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Love what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Seniors, they're all on our minds. Virtual reality and seniors is we were looking for something immersive that we could do for them that was different. So it's a passport experience. We do a subscription box and it comes to a facility. And in it is an entire country that they can go and they can taste all the 5 senses. But in it also is virtual reality. And they can put the headset on and poof, they're gone. They can go to any of the places that they want to see. And
Wow. So
Yeah.
give me an example. So like, let's say Italy.
okay.
So your virtual reality is a specific town in Italy or a city in
So a
Italy?
box comes and it's a surprise. It shows up in your
Oh,
facility.
that's neat.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so, what is in
Surprise,
it?
surprise.
So the first box comes, it's a World Box experience. And you do an unboxing. So seniors,
Fun.
they can do an unboxing
Christmas
and it will
morning.
build on it. Yeah, it's exactly
Who doesn't
right.
like, yeah,
That's
have
exactly
that
right.
delivered to the
And it will
door.
build on itself. So they don't realize, but a few boxes in, it will be, come on, what's next? So they open it
Okay.
up. The first thing they can put all these trunk stickers. So it's all based on a vintage, like kitschy kind of Pan Am,
era.
1950s.
So like a
Yeah.
passport kind of
Yes.
experience, they can travel all over they want,
Correct.
virtually.
That's exactly it. And so they decorate their box and then they have foods that they taste. They put up a big board. It comes with a camera in it. So you can do the photo
Wow.
from that country. And the tasting thing they really liked because it snack foods, just like from the ones that you see that come out in a box with the foods from the country.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we open them up and then they've got a little tasting board and they've got a little board to vote, but it's interactive. So
Oh.
everything we wanted was immersive and to really experience it. But then the virtual reality is it comes with a headset and it comes with a UVC cleaner. So you can clean it in between each
Keeping
of them.
it safe.
Keeping it safe, and it will, and it even comes with a card to let you know that when you put it in there, yes, it's working
This
because
is cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
This is sanitizing.
that's important. And it, we're trying to keep them safe physically from getting anything and happening, but we also have to address mentally what's going on, and they need some stimulation. They need, they're like us, where we're stir crazy. We got to do something. So when they put it on, and we were talking about that, when they first put it on, it's like, ooh, this is really neat. But then all of a sudden, they turn their head slightly and they realize that this is a whole world and they love it. And so it works on the cortex of your brain that doesn't know if it's real or not. And it really is like getting away. So we always say we bring the world to you and they don't have to go anywhere. They can go.
Well, and it's so important because we've talked about it with doctors, about how with COVID and people being isolated. First of all, seniors are isolated somewhat anyway, or can be. Not all of them are. But then keeping your body fit, you have to move. But this is also the other aspect, which is keeping your mind fit, which is keeping your mind active. So, what kind of responses are you getting?
It does hit
Choke
close
you out
to
a little
home
bit.
because you go, they are really isolated. Sorry, it is hard to talk about sometimes because we don't know what we don't know. We don't realize how isolated they really are. And when you see them come back alive, and it's like hope. It's giving somebody hope. It shows them, okay, one, we care. We're committed to finding you something different. And two, it really transports them into other places. And it's their bucket list. They can go and start seeing things. You are literally sitting right in the middle of
try one.
I know, exactly.
Why not?
There you go. We
Yeah.
need to do it. We can actually do it with your reaction. We can do it with both your reactions and see what you're seeing too, which is really
That's
neat.
really
It
neat.
sounds like the outcomes are really starting to get to where you want to have them, especially with memory care. Are you seeing a lot of other people that not only, I guess, with memory care, but also some of the things like with assisted living and just within generals with seniors? Do you also work in correlation with them too?
Yes,
Not just memory care?
and it's morphing, just like technology is morphing so fast.
Right.
We've morphed along with it, and everybody's changing and finding new ways. So we realized that there really is this need for specific, it's hard to do a one-stop shopping for everybody. So we've developed segments that are for memory care,
Right.
for dementia, for Alzheimer's.
That's amazing.
And then that way they can order specifically for the community on, okay, we have 10 residents that could really use this, and this will hone in on some of the things they need.
Specific.
Exactly.
It's amazing because if anything, the last year has taught us that you have to change.
Oh, absolutely.
And we are creatures of habit. We all are. And, we've tried to change things up with what we do. And I'm so happy to hear what you're doing to help those who may not be able to get out of the building or get out, from behind those four walls and really make a difference in their lives. Because I know it's huge. It's got to be.
Yeah, absolutely. It's opportunity for us to look at what we're doing and question, is this the best way? Is there a better way? I think it's Tony Robbins that's where I learned it. But it was, if you have one choice, you don't. If you have two choices, you don't. But when you have three, when you force yourself into that like brainstorm place of, okay, let's really look at this. We only have two options. We have to come up with at least a third. And often that's where you're like, oh, and it comes up with some great things. So out of this, that's exactly right. People are having to, sadly, it's been good for us because technology, people shy away from that. But when it means connecting to your loved ones, when that's the difference, now you have a compelling reason, okay, let me learn technology. And so people are open to it, and it's really changing how we live life.
Yeah, it seems like that it's changing the game, and I love where you're going with on memory care and sparking. I can't believe that now that we're using and forging technology with some of the diseases and correlate them together, opening up all sorts of different kind of possibilities that we never really touched upon before. It really is a mind blower, and it's a game changer too, and that's why it really makes a lot of sense when you think about it, correlating what's going on with Alzheimer's disease with memory care and virtual reality to spark some of these, neurons that maybe they didn't really consider that before, and getting them outside of what Steven said, of their shell, where they're not going to be able to get outside and do the things that they used to, but with virtual reality, they can.
Exactly. And then when you see what happens just in all of a sudden the communication between the residents,
Oh, wow.
now they have a shared experience. And so they are like, oh, I went here, I've always wanted to go there. And then all of a sudden there's just this camaraderie and this friendships come back, and it's like, oh, I remember who we are. And it gives them a reason.
Purpose.
Right. Because we don't, when you have that common thing, now you can talk about it. And that's why I go back to the food thing, or even we have a scent where you have to match up to the world.
I
what
love how
sense
you
they
use
are.
the senses, like not just with visual, with taste, smell, touch, feel.
Right, because then you're
That
their
is
whole
the whole
person.
experience.
Right,
And emotional.
Exactly. So, all of a sudden they're smelling, and it's one of them's maple for Canada. And so you have to smell the maple syrup, but you have to match it up to Canada. And so you get people and,
So interactive. I love that.
but there's just so much, and they get all animated and excited, and
That's
it's like
awesome.
camp. I always say it's like camp for them.
It looks like you really enjoy what you do.
I do.
I love that passion.
I'm here to
and
bring
fire,
back fun.
That's
Back
right.
fun.
It seems like they're having a lot of fun with what you're doing. And I'm so happy you came on today with our podcast, because these are the things that not only we want to get out to our viewers and some of the other readers that we have inside the magazine, but all the different kind of new things that are happening in technology, and it's really coming ahead with the things that are keeping things normal.
Those
and all
hearing
sorts of
aids, the new
things.
hearing aids,
It's amazing
everything is
that's
like
happening.
you're having to look now. Instead of a hearing aid, you've got like the AirPods. You know, just of course, it makes so much sense.
Yeah, it just blows my mind. So
So how can people get a hold of you if they have questions or they want to,
Well, so I'm a division of NALA, National Assisted Living Association of Florida. So nalafl.com is where we are under Innovative Services, because that's our division. And yeah.
can they get in touch with you directly?
Yes, you can always call me, 813-404-1511. And I'd love to talk to anybody that's just, I'm passionate about it, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, just.
And it's understandable. So it sounds like you're helping a lot of people out.
Hey, we need to be the voice
Seniors,
for the seniors. They need our
especially.
voice. They need some attention. And
got that right?
gosh darn it, we're getting it.
Well, I want to participate. I'm sure maybe you do too, Stephen,
You
sometime
guys
too.
need
Be
VR.
our guinea
We've
pigs.
got to do it. There, beta testing.
Now we're
That's
talking.
all right.
We'll
We're doing
host
it.
something.
I love it.
Well, thank you for joining us so
All right.
much, Dana. And thank you for joining us too as well. If there's anything we could do for you as far as getting other content and other podcasts to you, please go to Ask the Expert Podcast on YouTube. That is our YouTube channel. Or also contact me. My name is David Moss. I'm the publisher of Senior Life Publications. My phone number is 727-430-5180. Or you can reach me on my email at dmoss@seniorlifepublications.com. And if you'd like to have a subscription mailed to you, please contact me. And also go on YouTube really quick and like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this podcast and have a great day.
Bye. Enjoy the weather.
Bye.